The Philippines went through major changes. This period shaped the nation's politics, economy, and culture. Understanding these shifts is key to knowing how the country became what it is today. From the Marcos dictatorship to the start of modern democracy, the Philippines faced many ups and downs. Its story is one of struggle, resilience, and hope for a better future. Economic transformation and challenges the Marcos economic policies. Marcos aimed to grow the economy through exports and big projects. His government focused on infrastructure and attracting foreign investment. There was initial growth, but much of the money was misused or borrowed heavily. Economic landscape. The economy in the 1970s grew at a relatively high rate, 6.4% annually, largely financed by foreign borrowing. However, economic difficulties, corruption, and political instability slowed growth in the 1980s and 1990s. Political events in the 1990s and early 2000s. The 1990s and early 2000s featured multiple presidents, including Fidel Ramos and Joseph Estrada, with continued efforts in economic reforms and dealing with insurgencies and political controversies. By 2000, impeachment proceedings began against President Estrada, revealing ongoing political strife. The 1980s economic crisis. After Marcos's fall, the economy struggled. Political turmoil and global market to deep crisis. Inflation soared, unemployment rose, and national debt increased. Between 1983 and 1986, inflation hit over 50%, crippling many families. Post-1986 economic reforms. Leaders like Corazon Aquino and Fidel Ramos introduced reforms. They privatized state companies and opened markets to foreign investors. These steps helped stabilize the economy. But in 1997, the Asian financial crisis hit, causing more setbacks. The Philippines was affected but slowly recovered. In the 2000s, the economy showed signs of recovery. BPO, business process outsourcing, and OFW remittances became major drivers. The country's GDP grew steadily, and new sectors emerged. These factors helped improve living standards and created jobs. Filipinos abroad played a big role in keeping the economy afloat. Cultural and social changes. Philippines under martial law. During Marcos's rule, censorship was strict. The government controlled the media and shaped public opinion through propaganda. People couldn't freely express their opinions, and many social movements were suppressed. Rise of Filipino pop culture. People couldn't freely express their opinions, and many social movements were suppressed. Rise of Filipino pop culture. Despite tough times, Filipino music, movies, and literature thrived. OPM, original Filipino music, became popular, blending traditional sounds with modern tunes. Hollywood Filipino actors gained international fame, showcasing Filipino talent worldwide. Increased. New technologies like computers started coming into homes. Filipinos fought for workers' rights, women's empowerment, and indigenous land. These movements pushed the government to listen and make changes. Civil society became an important voice in shaping the nation. International relations and influence. Philippines in the Cold War. The Philippines remained a close ally of the United States. It played a key role in regional security and joined ASEAN in 1967. The country balanced relationships with neighboring nations and superpowers. Filipinos working abroad send back money that supports millions of families. During this time, remittance figures rose sharply, helping stabilize the economy. OFWS became a vital part of national prosperity. The Philippines faced issues like military alliances, trade talks, and regional security. It sought to strengthen diplomatic ties with neighbors and global partners, aiming for peace and economic growth. The country experienced political instability but showed resilience and adaptability. Economic troubles prompted reforms and new strategies. Cultural shifts reflected societal resilience and a desire for progress. Building strong institutions and involving citizens remains vital. From the 1970s to the early 2000s, the Philippines navigated a complex path. It faced dictatorship, economic crises, and social upheaval, but also achieved key breakthroughs. These years taught the nation important lessons in resilience and hope. Today, they help shape policies and dreams for a stronger, more united Philippines. The journey continues, driven by the spirit of Filipinos everywhere. Patuloy, ang paglalakbay, dala ang diwa, ing maga, Pilipino saan man.